whenever they poo and they flush, the poo himself, not the water the
Okay.
poo himself comes to my kitchen downstairs. I
Okay, okay,
never
okay.
knew
Now I
where I
understand.
was coming from was
Was
even better to where I was
it
running to.
happened?
Is when you see the compound, you would think everything in the apartment it's okay,
Okay.
but you don't know that it's a doom on itself.
Ah. Hi guys, my name is Ayo, and you're welcome to another edition of Property Issues, where people share their experience living in a rented apartment in Lagos. Today, I'm at Barua, Ipaja, Lagos, and I'm here with,
My name is Mrs. Omokaro.
and she's here to share her experience living in a rented apartment in Lagos. Welcome, madam,
Thank you
and
so
thank you for inviting us to your home today. I'll be asking you a few questions, and I want you to be honest with it. Just say it the way it is. Number one, how many apartments have you rented, or any how many properties have you rented? Let me put it that way in Lagos before now.
3 or 4.
Okay, three or four. So, out of those apartments that you've rented, can you share us some experience you had living? It could be with a co-tenant, it could be with the landlord, or it could be the house itself. You understand? So just share us experience that you had so other people too can learn from it.
I have had one terrible experience in my
Okay,
former house where I stay,
okay,
somewhere around this Ipaja Barowa.
okay,
In my former house, then I could remember, though due to why my previous house while I was staying was leaking, so I was having issues with the landlord, so I had to leave. I was in a hurry trying to see how I can get a place. I never knew it was the biggest mistake I made.
okay. So the first one you were living, you were having issues with the landlord.
I didn't have issues with the landlord,
Okay,
but I was having some crisis with the
with
apartment
the apartment
itself.
itself.
Yes,
Okay,
so
so you
I had
wanted to
to
leave the
leave
apartment
that
to a
place
better
to a
one.
better one. I
Okay, okay,
never
okay.
knew
Now I
where I
understand.
was coming from was
Was
even better to where I was running
it
to.
happens? It happens that way. It happens that way.
That experience is terrible, but sometimes most people might not really believe my experience, but it happened to
To
me.
me, okay. I like this kind of experience so people can learn.
Because that house, though, is when you see the compound, you would think everything in the apartment it's okay,
Okay.
but you don't know that it's a doom on itself.
Ah, is it
Then,
spiritually or
no, 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 no,
physically?
no, no, no. Outside, though, there are one or two crises I had spiritually too in that
Okay, in
same
that same
compound.
house.
But the physical one that
That
I
you
had
had.
is what I want to talk
Okay,
about,
okay,
because
okay.
sometimes it's not everybody that believe spiritual things.
Yes, yes,
It's
yes.
few of them. So
Yes.
I might not want to talk about
The
the
spiritual
spiritual
ones.
things. I want
Okay.
to talk about
The
the
physical
physical
ones that
aspect
you
of
are.
it. Then it's as if the plumbing work was not too okay in the
Okay.
house. I
Okay.
stay downstairs while my
Okay.
neighbor upstairs, whenever they poo and they flush, the poo himself, not the water, the
Okay.
poo himself comes to my kitchen downstairs.
As in how does it come out?
I
Does it as in it comes through
The
a
poo
pipe?
himself, I don't, I till tomorrow I still do not know what was happening. If my neighbor poo upstairs, immediately they
The
flush.
flush.
If I come to my kitchen, I will be seeing the
It
poo
will
himself.
come out
It will come
from
out,
the tap or from where?
maybe from the kitchen sink, that kitchen
Okay, I
sink.
understand.
So I don't really
I
know the
understand.
kind
I
of,
think they leaked. They
it's as if
connected
the plumber
the yes, connected the toilet with the
and the
kitchen
kitchen,
pipe.
I don't know how the
Wow.
plumbing work was connected.
That's a that's a
So there
wonderful
was one
experience.
fateful morning. I wanted to prepare my kids for school, and then there was no tiles in the house. It was rock.
Okay.
I wanted to prepare my kids for school. I woke up that morning to go to my kitchen. On getting to my kitchen, when I opened the door, I saw poo everywhere
On the
inside
floor.
the kitchen, on the floor. The
Wow.
water was even dripping to the
The
sitting room. All my rug, everything was messed up. My landlady was staying in that same compound, so I went upstairs. It was early, maybe 6:30 to 7. I was very angry. I called her. I said, "Mommy, please, you have to follow me to my flat." Me, I'm still sleeping. She's still sleeping. Èmi ṣì ń sùn o. Mi lè jẹ́ kí èèyàn kankan wá máa dà mí láàmú. Mo ní I have to dà ẹ́ láàmú o, because I've been complaining about this one. You have to come and see
so
it.
she can experience it herself.
And when she came downstairs, I was looking at it like something that was serious, that is
Mm.
not, health wise is not okay for
Yeah, it's
me
not even good
and my
health
children.
wise.
And when she came downstairs, she looked at, she said, ah, ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó, eléyìí ò dáa rárá o, àmọ́ ilẹ̀ ń gbé bẹ̀, it's you that is staying there. If you want comfort, see how you can get plumber and
Hmm.
sort it yourself.
That's serious.
I felt so bad that she was not even putting my kids into consideration, no human feelings as the landlady. Or she just said, if you need the comfort,
Hmm.
see how you can get a plumber. And after getting a plumber, I told her, I said, I would deduct it from my rent whenever I
Okay.
renew my rent. She
I
said
doubt
it's
she
not
will agree.
possible, that
Imagine.
I am the one that needs the
I know
comfort,
that's how they do.
that if I need
That's how
comfort,
most of them do.
I should be able to get it.
Hmm.
And then I started telling God, I said, I want to leave this place. I left with 2 months rent. I was owing her 2 months, so because I started proving stubborn.
Okay.
So when she comes for rent, I'll tell her I don't have money, because my intention
Was to
was to leave
move
that
that
place
place instead of renewing.
instead of renewing.
It was a
And
wise one.
when
It
I
was a wise
left,
decision.
immediately I left, I was telling people that I know, anybody, don't go to that house. So because if you had any kind of experience, she would tell you it's your comfort.
The
The
funniest
same
thing
way
is,
I was
sorry,
telling
the
people,
funniest thing is that people will still rent that house.
definitely. I
Even
still
it's
have,
possible before you, before in less than a week, someone will take it.
yes,
That's Lagos for
yes.
you.
But I don't know if she will rectify the fault before giving it out, or if they will
Oh.
still patch it. Because the plumber I called told me that anything he's doing is just temporary, because
Hmm.
the